Hello everyone, this is the screenr video tutorial on how to shoot a quick screencast to send out to your additional leads as part of the hyper local niche lead workflow that we would have gone over in this document. So you have your example video link, which I'm shooting right now, and then you have this, which is on the document, which is the video script template that you can go by. So I'm going to be doing a rough video to show you how I would recommend doing this using screenr and using the video script template. So yeah, you'll go into screenr and go ahead and just click on the record button, and that's screenr, again, screenr.com. Click on record, and you have to have Java installed on your computer to do this, which I'm sure most of you do. Once you get into here, it's just going to detect your Java, and then it's going to boot up for you. This is a completely free service as long as your video is less than 5 minutes long. And whenever you're sending this video, it's heavily encouraged that you keep it less than 5 minutes long because you're still in a lead generating state. So you don't have a lot of time to capture their attention. Once it starts up, you're going to see that it's going to have these little boxes around the screen and also this little part on the bottom, which tells you your microphone levels, making sure that your microphone is set up, and then it will also show you the screen size, and then you have a button that you can push to start recording. It's really that easy. You can move it around or resize it to your screen however you want. So if I were you, since you're going to be going over the sales information that was created, I would go over here. Let's say that you go to your proposals, you click into your proposal project, right, and you have your public link. So take that public link and go ahead and shoot the video going over the public link, because that's what the video is for. It's to go over the public link information. So make sure that it's just wide enough here so that it covers the entire screen. And if you want to push it up a little bit more or down a little bit more, that's up to you. And then once you have it into position, you can go ahead and hit the record button. Now, if there's anything else that you wanted to mention while you were shooting this video, I mean, maybe you wanted to put together a PowerPoint to introduce it with your name on it and a company overview. Maybe you would want to do that to introduce your company first. I'm moving a little bit quicker over the video. But what I do have opened up is, since I'm shooting this for a pesticide company and I'm going to be going over their information for them, I found some industry information about pesticide companies. It was actually in the industry reports, and I scrolled down to a page that I thought would be really relevant for them, which is just the percent density of pest control companies throughout the United States. And maybe whenever you're shooting this video, you want to go over a couple points about their industry in particular, which might be good. I'm just going to introduce what the industry report is real quick. And so I could go ahead and get started here. Let me go ahead and pull up my video template, script template. So I could go ahead and hit the record button now that I have my video script up. And after I hit the record button there, boom, it's going to count down for me, and then it's going to start recording. So if I was going to be recording this for the client, I would open up with the video script or modify it as you would. So I would start with, welcome to the research overview video for pest control companies in the northern Florida area. We are Elite Marketing Example Company, and how we target our clients is to first establish an area that we find to be having of a thriving marketing need. So we identify an area where we know that we can step into it, and we know that we can produce a positive ROI for that company because of the type of services that you offer, for the type of competitions that's there, and knowing that you have plenty of clients in your area. Now, once we establish our target area that we want to step into and pull a marketing client in underneath us to help you support your business, we run a tremendous amount of research. And that research that we run is so that we can land a client particularly in that area. And we only take one client per geographic area because we don't want to serve multiple clients in the same area, because we don't want to have clients that compete with each other, because we want to dominate your area for you. We want to take your online presence in Google, Yahoo, Bing, and Facebook, and we want to dominate as much as we can. The company that you're seeing right here, Bugmaniacs, is just one company that we've done research for in this area. So some of this research should be viewed by you as an example of what we can do, and some of the research can be viewed by you as research that that applies to your general industry. For instance, whenever you come into this interface and scroll down, you're going to see keywords. Now these keywords right here in this column are keywords that are typed into Google and stats off of those. So for instance, for the keyword pest control Jacksonville FL, that exact keyword was typed 480 times per month into Google. So if you take into consideration Yahoo and Bing and miscellaneous search engines, you can probably double the size of that traffic that's behind that. And then if we look over here at some of these columns that are good to look at, you can tell that the AdWords cost per click, if you wanted to pay for someone that actually searched that into Google to come to your website, and you wanted to pay per each click that they would get to come onto your website off the search engines, you'd be paying $4.25. So within our research already, for your area, for your business niche, we've already identified that paying for advertisement online is extremely expensive, and it's better to go the SEO route to get your natural rankings in Google, Yahoo, and Bing so that you're not paying for paid advertisements. To be more precise, if someone came into Google and they typed in pest control Jacksonville, Florida, and if you were able to show up in throughout this area here or through this area down here in what we call the natural results, you don't pay for that traffic. Your website is considered wonderful by Google and you rank there and you pull all the traffic that you can. Versus if you pay for an advertisement over here, you have to pay for each click. So it's more beneficial in your industry, in your area, to pay for a company to perform optimization on your site to get you ranking up here, so that for the ads over here, you don't have to pay for those to get traffic. We would rank you naturally, so you're not paying $15, $20 a click. So from our industry research, we've already identified that it's not going to be worth your time to be paying for every single click because it's already too high. So this research module will show you what you can look at in terms of the traffic on what's behind the keywords. And you can also come in here to the search, and for instance, if you wanted to just look up termite keywords and you type in termite, it will filter those out to help you look at those a little bit better. Or if you were just looking for anything related to exterminators, you can type that in, and if you wanted to highlight those keywords, you can check your boxes and highlight them. So this is a nice little research suite for you. Of course, the Google rankings would only apply here to the competitor of yours that we had already researched for, but we can redo this research for you if you would like to avail of a consulting session with us. Now, on the competition analysis, this is a powerful module because when you click on the competition analysis here, it'll bring you in, and although competition originally was done for your competitor, you can come into this and you can click on change competitor, and you can put your company's name inside of the box that pops out. So if your company's name was pestfree.com, you can put in your company in there, you can click on change, and you can wait for this to update. Now, this is where we took more than 10,000 web page records that we crawled and researched so that you can come in and put in different competitors next to yourself and sort and filter their rankings to get an idea on where your competitors are ranking at versus you. So if you put in your company name over here, you can click on the column headers to see where your rankings are in Google. So for instance, number 2 is position 2, second down. So if it was for Jacksonville FL termite control, that would mean that pestfree.com ranks at second position down, and they rank at B on what we call the places or the maps. So that would mean that on places in the maps, if it says B, like right here, that would be B, C, D, E if they're up in this map section, or if it's natural, they would be down here. So that's the number of positions down that they would be. You can come in here and switch in and out competitors all that you want and get a lot of industry intelligence because we already have all of the data in our database from the research that we have done. So as you can see, a couple of these are ranking really well versus some companies that are not ranking as well as at all, and you can change that in and out all you want. Now back to your overview page, you'll see that there's a bank site audit report, a site grader report, and an online presence report. These reports we can run for you even though they've been ran for the competitor here. But as you can see on this report for Bugmaniacs, we can go in and we can find high-level things such as any issues with indexing pages, site readability level, any of your meta tag issues. and a lot of other things if you wanted to read through this to see what this competitor does and does not have in place. And then we're able to establish an overall grade for the SEO strength of your site. In other words, the strength that your site has to rank higher in the search engines. And for also the site, the Bang Site Audit Report is a little bit more in depth. It's probably a good idea for you to go over this report with us. It's more of a technical report that we can run for you on the SEO issues your site may or may not have. And then of course we have this online presence report that we can run for you, and a great example is what we've ran for your competitor, which is to show you the scores on their Google Plus, their Bing local, their Yahoo local, and all the directories that they are in or are not in, and also versus some competitors that and their competitors directory listings. And we also get into your reputation sentiment online, your web mentions, and things like that. So this reporting is absolutely powerful for you in your area. And as you can see, we spend time doing our research on a targeted locale and business category first to ensure that we know that if we take on a client in this area, that we have the capacity to produce for you a positive ROI, and we're only taking one client in this area in this business category. Other than that, you can give us a call to start a consultation with us so that we can start increasing your online presence, and so that we can also be your sole dedicated provider. In return, we would promise you a non-compete. We wouldn't be doing any business with any of your competition in your area. So clearly we have the research together, we have the competence, we have our eye on your industry, and we'd really like to be able to work for you in this area. So give us a call today and let's get started. So that could conclude the video, and again, like I said, if part of that video, which I didn't go over, you wanted to go over some things on the industry report or any other things in their industry that's at a higher level, just to show them that your competence in their industry, and you could fit it into that 5-minute screener video, clearly that would be a good idea to do, right? Now, what you want to do whenever you're done with the screener video is down here on the right, what you're going to do is push, if it were recording, you would push done. So you'd click on the done button on your screener video, and after you click done, it is going to start loading. So, and on mine I have to activate my Java plugin to make this happen. So that's boom, and I didn't pause to get this. It says here's a preview of your screencast. We'll make a high definition version when you publish. So at this point in time is when they ask you to log in, and you can log in using your Facebook credentials or your Google credentials. I'll just go ahead and log in using my Google credentials because I'm already logged in with Google. And once I'm logged in, it's going to reload. And so what I can do now is I can describe my screencast if you want to. So you can describe what it is, and then you can click publish. And if you want to publish at any time, you can choose to publish at any time. And it should take around 1 minute to load to publish. Once the video has rendered, you will be able to look at it in a screen like this. So you have your description, and inside of here, what you can do is you can go to share. Or if you wanted to download it, you could. If you want to share it, as you see, you have the public URL here that you can just send to your client, or you can just click on share and copy that URL. Now that's the URL that you would want to put in your email template, right? Whenever you send this out to all of the competitors, to the initial lead that you were pitching. So that's how easy it is to get a screener video up. Nice thing is you don't have to shoot it with a separate piece of software and download it and then upload it again in another place like YouTube to store it and then get the link to send out to them. You can just turn on screener, shoot it within 5 minutes, get it done. It renders inside the screener itself. It has a public link right there for you. You send it out right away. It's very fast, it's very easy, and you know, if you are going to do the strategy quite a bit, it would be beneficial for you to have a cover page that you pull up whenever you start this, and probably an ending page as well with your contact information on it. So that's how you get Screenr up and running and get the video shot.